Oh. All right, welcome back, everybody. I was like, the timer was running down. I was trying to pull my blinds down, and they got stuck as I was doing it, and I was just like, fuck. I ate most of the chicken in about 5 minutes. I went in full fury mode. I'm probably gonna get indigestion now. When you give me a chicken carcass, I'm gonna start tearing it apart. Nom, 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 nom. All right. We're all done. Let's get back to the game. Millbee, the ultimate chicken eater. Can you imagine if you went to school as the ultimate chicken eater? Alright, the victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, as long as there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Monokuma File's been added to the truth bullets section. Alright. Hey, Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Do you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course, life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So, what do you need? I'm gonna let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent, the same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Oh, great. Alright. Dumbbell on the floor, and this is a bloodstain. There's a bloodstain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma File said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean that dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. It needs to be at least decently muscly to wield that as a weapon. There's a fresh bloodstain on the carpet. It must have been bloodstain. It must have been spattered of blood during the murder. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
But the more I look, the stranger it all seems. There must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but
What?
we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. Okay. The word bloodlust is written. Bloodlust is written on the wall. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. Poster's got some blood on it. Must have happened during the murder. Yeah, there's a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need is to get strong. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. Did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl, after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. Chihiro's complex. I can't help but wondering what it might be. Mondo's account has been added to your truth bullet section of your handbook. I use this locker all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. Why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. She She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still.
Well,
I still think she came on her own by choice. What makes you say that? She's been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Has she really been exercising that late? Well, she'd have to, because one of the rules is that you can't have 2 people go in on one person's pass thing. So, like, if the person was carrying her and used the thing to pass the door, they'd have gotten shot, I guess. But then someone said they heard construction noises. But then that was before Chiro died.
perhaps.
Hino and myself are using the locker room during the day. She was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us.
Maybe that doesn't apply to dead people?
Oh. Instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
However,
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others.
No. This girl was gonna help her train. Sakura.
So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret? She also would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think.
Okay.
No, I believe it's time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
what?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. So this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Okay. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
And did you call for me?
Is he being domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up?
Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the lock room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook.
And it's impossible for 2 people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct? 2 people in a row. If there was some sort of erotic terrorist...
If there was some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl,
erotic terrorist. That is maybe one of the best phrases I've ever heard. Erotic terrorism. I'd be down for that kind.
the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter.
And that school regulations prohibit prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct.
So then, that means only girls can go in the locker room. Only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So, in other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay close attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else is perfectly fine.
I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations.
Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things.
You're treating me like a puny appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things.
Yep.
Got it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on.
You're saying that's... Wait, hang on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it? So,
So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like the Akuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with your criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest in your own damn self.
That's fine.
well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculty, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. He really is holding my hand for this one, isn't he? A guided tour of where he wants us to go. We came to the main hall. Oh. Oh. So what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out myself? Okay. The hunker metal blocking the entrance seems like some kind of machine. Yeah, maybe this then. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No, wait, there's 3 of them. What are they doing here? So you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Bakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. Oh my. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did, that's dirty. That is very dirty. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay close attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Yeah. I see, yeah, now I understand. Okay.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. What are these handbooks? Won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook shows Junko's name when I started it up. The one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
Would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. Oh yeah. The memory of it came flooding back. The cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right, it wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Hey!
What?
That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily.
But it did.
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point.
It does?
I can't hear
But it's a
you.
secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right?
Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be?
Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Yeah, I haven't saved in a while actually, you're right, I should probably save. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact. Not quite. Huh? Not quite? Hold on, there's still more waiting to be checked. Oh, okay. Go check it again? Or... this one? You? What you mean? What you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. And you really truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. Like a ghost, attacking suddenly and then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people. That's gotta be an urban legend. I mean, that's me. Still, could one of us really be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. Words mean little right now. Hey, if some... Should I just go full Brannigan? I've been dancing around Brannigan. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. I'm just gonna go full Brannigan with him. Oh. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Something like that, really? Hey, you two! Big trouble, we need your help!
I don't have time to play with
We're
you.
busy, leave us alone. But it's an emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me! Okay. This is a serious emergency. Please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? But it's an emergency. Have I gone past the part where I crashed? Oh, ages ago. Yeah. Am I enjoying the game? I am, Cosmic Hunter. Yeah, this is fun. Something wrong's with Toko. I can't be asked to grab it. Toko. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. You sure?
Don't make me
repeat myself. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it. Yeah. Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
Alright. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency? You guys are too slow! I think you're just too fast. So what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know. to see how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come coming out and kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
She should try talking to her. We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Might as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently. Oh god. Oh, holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What?
Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
What? Just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What the hell was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door, but it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Bakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Oh, she's some sort of split personality and she's actually him, but that seems a bit too obvious. Oh. Is there anyone who might be able to persuade her? They're making it look like she's the culprit, but it seems too easy. Hey, Bakir, you think you could ask her to come out of the room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. You gonna talk to her, Bakir? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of the door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
what do you want?
Leave me alone, you're so annoying! Oh, Bakula!
It's Byakuya.
Byakuya. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep up. Promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. With that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about promise? Scott Bakula? Oh my god. It's been a long time getting from here to there. It's been a long time, but my time is finally here. Do you know what? That's my favorite Star Trek theme song. I don't give a shit if people don't like it. I fucking love it. That's the only one I can sing along to. I love it. Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of those delusions, I'm sure. Her delusions. But
Stop
if
talking.
I say I don't know, then it means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
I have heard people hate on the Enterprise opening a lot, but I love the opening to Enterprise. Byakuya! Bakula! Scott Bakula! Alright, the moment I'm thinking that perhaps... yeah, I don't know. We're going Twin Peaks on this one now. An evil, malevolent, murderous spirits taking over people. Oh, I didn't even read something in that, sorry. I'm going to stop in front of a certain room. A
certain room. The library. Come on, let's go in. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't maybe say it again. If I remember, on this side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It all makes sense when you're inside. Whoa, there's so many books and files. There's so much dust, too.
So, in other words,
I wouldn't say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. The shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye to select that file. Huh?
that's right.
That's a report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. You sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. What? I'd want to read that. Sounds entertaining as hell. A wooden box. It's empty. Although judging by the smudges and the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. Extension cord, huh? So many files stuffed on the shelf. What's in all these things?
That's enough.
These documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something like that? No, I mean the ones of real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. Why is this in this library? What? If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. Why is it just... You're kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Very weird. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same old one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, and then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it into good use. I have a feeling this guy killed her. There's a ton of thick files stuffed under the bookshelf. If you think of looking for any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. For police eyes only. And not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh. So are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. I mean the one where you told me that was not interesting? It's home to classified government documents, police records. There's no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guy's problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it as a lie. Well, it's not that. It's just, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but... I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps... the mastermind may have wanted us to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usually normal, ordinary, simple? These things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? What makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine, and I have reviewed them multiple times. I have very many useful, important leather-bound books in my library.
Hold on a second, you're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why?
My family has a reading room just like this at our homes. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty.
Huh?
Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic.
How is that possible?
So in other words,
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. Lale Lule Lo. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. Fucking rich boys. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time... Whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim, without a doubt, the materials gathered here are the real thing.
This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind.
What always interested me the most were the cold case, police investigation reports.
Kill him now, spill that special council blood and suck it up and become the council. Byakuya is one of those old high school classmates who becomes obsessed with the Illuminati.
It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of these cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the
Genocide Jack case.
keeping the box next to me now. As he talked, Byaku grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
that's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack case has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points of all these murders. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way.
Bloodless is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chiro.
Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended. The only one who knows about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out.
Huh?
In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim.
Yeah, he's Brian again now.
Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion.
So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in
The culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's...
The real Genocide Jack.
in other words,
That's right. There is the evidence that Genocide Jack was hidden himself among the rest of us.
Then Genocide Jack really is... Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking among us?
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? The killer was me. I had never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself.
Man, this guy is... Ugh. We're gonna look. Oh, I'm trying to look at stuff you told me to look at, but alright. Yeah, photograph,
Past for years, show my work. Do I talk to you now then, or what? BQ, about that Genocide Jack file case. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
We didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the... Come on, Byakuya. Scott Bakula handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. Oh, gross. Snot everywhere. Yeah. I reached a page where the photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. Oh my. Everyone's got pink blood. A lot of scissors going on around here. Whew. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Hey, Jazz! You done with work now, are you? Oh yeah, you were until 8, weren't you? Ken Harada 32, Tetsuhiro Honda 17, Shojigaku 23, Kano Issei 14, and Takeshi Yoshida 30. Komatsuna Taru, Takafumi Gonu, Uchihada, I'm fucking up these names, I'm sorry. Uchihada Noihishi, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Yumijima, and there was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was reft in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? I'm all ill, Giles. I'm a big ill boy. Yeah, the scissors are pretty strong to hold up people. All the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So, in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may have well have a I just spilt crunchy nut all over myself. I knew it was going to happen eventually. There's crunchy nuts in my chicken. I don't want crunchy nuts in my chicken. How have we just exploded into snot then? Well, it's because I got that throat thing. I could tell I was getting ill. I blame Dadby. He's probably giving me something. You have news? How long have you been streaming? I've been streaming for 5 hours exactly. Well, a couple seconds. The key point here is that the culprit may have well have a split personality. Split personality? Like the kind of thing... Tell me after you're finished? Oh, okay, babe. I like the kind of thing you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. This one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack case file has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Let's go.
I'm not sure how long I'm going to be, Jazz. I kind of want to finish this case, so we'll see how long that takes. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We've finished our business here, haven't we? Ah, wait, peculiar. It's either him, who's like, it's either like he's managed to make her kill for him. Like, I reckon she did it, but he managed to get her to kill for him or something like that. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed your hero. Don't worry about it. And that the murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out. No matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to this crime scene. The girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some useful info. I might find there's some info I might find useful too. While I'm at it. There we go. Need to find out everything I can. Okay. Hey, big guy.
Ding, ding, ding! Ifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
A never stat increase for me.
Evidence? What did you find?
I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee that what I find will steal the killer's breath from his lungs.
You sure about that?
Oh yes, Miss Ludenberg said she witnessed something worthwhile too.
Really? What did she see?
Well,
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right?
Okay, so where is Celeste now?
The
Warehouse by the dorms.
She was there, but at the same time, not there.
What's it gonna be? Alright, let's have a look-see. What is that? Tornado? It's a popular band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. That is weird, actually. You've got the pin-up girl in the girls' one, and you've got the boys' band in the boys' one. Interesting. It's a poo stain. A strange stain on the carpet. What is it? The boys' locker room carpet has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Oh, perhaps they were killed in this room and then taken to the other room. And they switched the poster around because they got blood on it. Butter. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Oh, wait, but that reminds me, the poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. spent a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
Could they change the room label? You'd also have to repaint the whole room as well. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters.
I see.
However,
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising.
We have protein coffee?
In the warehouse, it's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mixed protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Ugh, that's horrible. Anyway, the other day I spilled some of on the carpet in the girls' locker room, and it left a stain.
Oh. Oh, shit. So that's in the boys. So they moved the mat as well? A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
of course.
Exactly, I noticed it earlier. The stain has
Disappeared.
I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with.
Disappearing stain was added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Very, very interesting. Put bust in on the table floor. Just cover it by the head. This could be the murder weapon. Yeah. Yeah, I guess they switched the carpets or something. Okay. Oh, more you to check. Blood's on the wall. It's like all the other genocide jack cases. Blood's on the victim's wall. What about you?
Dude, it's a real complex about being weak.
You heard Chiro talk about it, right? Well, I needed to... Oh, we've had this. What about you? Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress in your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then.
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chiro's body one more time thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
Goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? It's definitely worth worrying about. Chihiro's e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Ooh, maybe that turned off one was hers then. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? The rope has a plug? It's the extension cord! Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all? The more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does all this mean? Status of the dead body has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Alright, okay. I also gotta talk to What's-Her-Face. See if she'll say anything. Ba-do, ba-do. This. Yeah, the corpse, Cheer's corpse is pretty grim. No, didn't mean to be here. Let's go to the map instead. Let's go to. I'll just warp to where I need to be. Right. Alright. Ah, right. Oh man, look at this place. There's all kinds of stuff piled up everywhere. I don't see anything noteworthy. Celeste, what are you doing here? Oh my god! Fucking controller. This warehouse is amazing. I have absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels. There's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then did you find something? Very well, I will tell you, and only you.
Actually,
Last night I saw her here. Chiro was in the warehouse. What? Really?
indeed.
That was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Well, I mean, we kind of already knew that, but alright.
Yes,
It's like that she was
indeed.
gone. I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but... it appears she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. We knew that already, but the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag. That's true. Which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Okay, interesting. Curiouser and curiouser. Alright. On the dining hall for some reason, alright. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created, outer space and donuts. Alright, well, she's getting a donut in the future. She's getting one of my donuts, tell you that right now. Really? I bet your hero would have liked to eat more donuts, but maybe it was her one big regret. Oh, I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well,
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with any of her girls much. It was like she was trying to keep a distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe she just used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Interesting. Yeah, so many things are coming to light right now. Yes, and I understand all of them perfectly. All the time. Nothing is stopping by my vision. Yes, definitely. Back to the archives. There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. There is a coin. Huh? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on. And it was definitely right here. Well, that's right. BRQ was using an extension cord. There's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... And this one. The wooden box is empty. The extension cord was in there before. The desk lamp. BRQ grabbed that one thing from over here and put it over there. It sure is dark over there. I want to take another look at Genocide Jack's case file. I know it's around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? The only one who would have done something like that. I can't think of anyone but BRQ yet. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, my favorite part, boys.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial. You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. Alright, here we go.
So is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here.
And Toko is...
You really don't remember?
Kidding, I'm kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
Are we having a break before this? No, we should be fine. And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible, you're terrible.
Ugh. So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. He was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her at all, definitely. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here.
Hey, come
Fucking
on.
Toko, man. What's got us so worked up? I don't know why the killer did what they did, but I'm sure it will work itself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro? I'm really into this bro stuff.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small non-reply. With one last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. Couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. As we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected. I love how Toko is like right in front of the doors. And continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop. Oh, I'm so ready for this.
What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get it over with.
Good. You're ready to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay, then let's get this show on the road.
thrills, chills.
Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. The cases are real. The judgments are real too. It's Judge Judy. Increase the influence gauge by 2, effective during the class trial. Cost 2 SP. Focus gauge recovers more quickly, effective during the non-stop debate. The Hangman's Gambit and the bullet time battle. Yeah, sure. Increases bullet capacity, effective during the bullet time battle. Allows you to reload 2 bullets at once, effective during the bullet time battle. Not that one. Sure, why not? Alright, what have we got? Monokuma File 2, Sakura's account, Locker Room Dumbbell, Mondo's account, Card Reader, Main Hall E-Handbooks, Broken E-Handbook, Genesis Jack File Case, the Ao's account, Boy Locker Room Carpet, 2 Locker Room Posters, Chihiro's E-Handbook, Status of the Dead Body, Disappearing Stain, Library Desk Lamp, Celeste's account. Alright, let's do this.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
We have to make clear what we use to deliver the fatal blow. Locker Room Dumbbell.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
Oh, the library desk lamp.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But
He talks so quietly.
what blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting.
Ah, shit, I missed.
That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Alright, let's go with the dumbbell.
Chihiro's fate, it appears it was a...
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No, it was a dumbbell.
Can we agree that the object that
Yes.
dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
look at her head wound?
Yes! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to
I don't think I have
discussion of the
Rogue, and we'll see now.
Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Just like Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? New elements be added to the non-stop debates. Yeah, sure. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the A button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark of your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Oh, but if you accidentally get set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun! Okay. Jeff Allen. Locker room dumbbell, okay.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why?
Oh shit, I put my silencer on, didn't I?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
I haven't seen any white noise. Is it the white noise is the purple stuff?
The culprit
Oh, I
is
get it.
Genocide Jack.
I get it, I get it.
Case closed.
I understand it
as far
now.
as I'm concerned.
I understand how that works.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Ah, shit, bastard.
Hey, so,
Right, okay, I gotta get rid of that first. My bad.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
That's impossible!
Why? What makes it
Well, I mean, there's just no proof for it.
Hey, so,
Die, you bastard! God damn it! Shit. I'm trying to hit it and it keeps like, get away from me.
Is Genocide Jack. Case closed.
That's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Kaboom! There we go, we got it. Ah, you bastards. It is.
Might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive. in the
Found? You
library.
got given it.
I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth, so let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
It's actually blood.
Boob lust.
But more important,
I have a boob
is the
lust.
other
I must grab all the boobs.
and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Was the victim took place, how the victim was positioned, how the victim was positioned. Bam!
Apparently,
That's
in
how you
every
do it. Let's go.
Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
Boob lust.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, How did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
Oh my god, that head's going crazy.
Way.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Does seem like a riddle in a way, but I feel like I can just about see it. Let's go! Genocide Jack is Toko, but it isn't Toko. What does it mean? It means they have a split personality. But there's more to the case than this. Hangman's Gambit. Oh, my fucking controller's disconnected again. Right, hang on, let me see the word I'm trying to spell out here. I think schizo is what I'm trying to spell. Where's the O? Schizo. Well, they might be a bit more, like, thingy than that. Schizo!
Now I understand. Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Got a fucking spelling bee going on in this.
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect
Split.
might have.
Oh my god, it's split. When is
dissociative identity.
when's Mr. Glass popping up?
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable.
It's okay.
Toko's strange behavior.
Oh my god, that
for
cross
seeing
across
the
his
body
chest?
is proof enough that
He
she
may
has
be
split
a nobody.
personality.
One thing that shows Toko could have a split personality has to do with her behavior.
I got it.
Her behavior
You're
changed.
talking
That's what
about how
happened.
she
That's what happened
started
right there.
acting totally different than usual, right?
Yeah, right.
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Shit! Tongue out is so weird. She hit real hard when she fainted. Well, it's the front and the back, top and that's quite uncanny. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely
I think it's
disappeared.
Toko, but I think that Baku thingy has been commanding her somehow.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's
Signing
body
accept my
again,
Toma permission,
she was
oh my.
utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, to drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, How can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised.
That head.
Please, you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
Very Trump-esque of you, Baron Trump.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Oh, that's mean.
That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing.
Oh, what if she didn't do it? And it's just him setting her up to make her look like that.
I swear I tried to control it.
Because she was definitely
Efforts were
killed.
useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished.
The
All
boys'
that's
room,
left
in
is
the
to
boys'
hear from
locker
the
room.
person in question directly.
Person, you don't mean.
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Hello there.
Oh god.
Is it me
Genocide
you're hoping to
Jill.
see? What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
Well, whatever.
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Oh god, this voice actress is quite something, that's for sure.
What happened to you?
That's a very long time.
Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to what's wrong.
It's quite the voice change. Oh my.
Intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
No shit.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and
God, I can't get over her
lives
tongue. This is
another that
freaking me out,
shines
man.
as bright as the sun.
This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds. Just kidding.
God, I feel sorry for him right next to her. Like,
It's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To
Yeah.
live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This
Jesus.
should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no
Yeah,
doubt.
see, he's trying so hard to make it on her. And he wants her to be,
Remember what Monokuma told us?
and because if he puts on her, then he gets away with it and he wins. You know?
Within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit. But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion. Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Maybe so.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Alright, here we go. Maybe just that one, okay.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Alright, I think the modus operandi is the one I need to make a shoot at. Stats the dead body.
You say that, but do you really expect any?
Perhaps if you had an alibi. Oh, an alibi, huh?
When you compare your past murder, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof
Shit.
do we need?
Give it up.
Right, I gotta remember about the slow down thing. I gotta use that.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us?
Perhaps if you had an alibi. Oh, an alibi, huh?
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof?
Fuck! I keep fucking it up. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button then.
Give it up. You killed her.
I hit the wrong button. I changed the thing instead of shooting,
You say that,
slowing down.
but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
All right, here we go. Here we go. No, it wasn't, because of this extension cord thing.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
Exactly.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Extension
You
cord.
don't know?
Yeah. Oh.
Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
Yes.
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant.
Custom pair
You're picky
scissors.
about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee.
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences.
Makoto,
between the
ultimate
Genocide Jack
crime
cases
solver.
and this one.
There's one clear difference about the murders. The victim's fatal injury.
I got it! For one,
It was the injury!
the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
I can't believe we're
According to
defending
the
a
case
serial
file,
killer.
They were all apparently killed
We
with
become the defense lawyer for a
pair of
serial
scissors.
killer.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the
What
head.
a weird
right?
case.
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
Ultimate attorney.
In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right, the second difference is related to how she was suspended. What was used to suspend her? It was not scissors, it was a cord! It was a cord from Bastard Man Trump
They
Jr.
used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend
Yeah,
them.
somehow I just suspend them by shoving scissors through their body.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said,
I don't really want her living. I hope, like, if she lives through this, we have to deal with having her around now, which is like, I don't really want her hanging around.
you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Big Mac.
Listen up, Big Mac.
Turn up,
There's
Mac.
one more difference.
Huh?
One more difference, eh?
Really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims
Yes,
were
the
in
genders.
Genocide Jack case.
They were all guys, this one's a girl.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Big Mac is a fantastic nickname from Makoto. He is called, we're calling him Big Mac from now
Killed
on.
that little lolly girl.
And Chihiro didn't fit. It was a gender. It was her lover. I think Chihiro was her friend. Chihiro was a girl.
I got it!
She was the wrong gender.
Because Chihiro was a girl?
Girl?
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Girl? There was no dick. You must have quit. Oh, shit.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
That was her truth. Said that she only kills men.
Just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
Okie dokie.
So since
Fucking-
Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable
Right.
little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
Boy on boy action.
I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill.
Yeah,
in
Fumi
order
did
to
call her out.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly cur.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
Boom, right there.
That does make some amount of sense.
It's the most sense you've said all this whole
Whatever reason I
time.
have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Oh shit, she got scissors on her. Oh shit, look how she got murder weapons.
She's fully equipped. That's right, so I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead.
Yeah, her hair is wild.
Then you gutter dogs, all of you. Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. The rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Why have the police not tracked down the manufacturer of these
Really
scissors
was
already?
suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be.
Well, the police and Scott Bakula, of course. The serial killer Scott Bakula. There is one person, and that is Bakula. Bakula! Oh, look at that sweat coming down him.
Byakuya, it's possible
Byakuya.
you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you've
Togami.
already looked through the Genocide Jack files before this all happened, hadn't you?
Togami.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did
Pick
it?
yourself. Yeah, I can pick myself
Then
next
the
time.
reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her. So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange. You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
Man, he's good. It's like we're fighting. It's like we're fighting against another attorney.
Hence why I said we
It's gonna be
should
rough.
check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
No jumping in the sewer.
Shit, tell me. Fucking controller, stop not working. Next, we're gonna add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the Y button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. The memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. Now, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. don't seem to have the answer to lie or a contradiction in your learn truth bullets. My boy is to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun! Alright, okay. So to hold down Y, did it say that?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
That's a natural reaction for any guy.
Alright.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time.
Alright, so the
for
thing
pointless
is, he didn't know it was Chihiro. So
What's
we have
so
to
strange
pull off
about
the
that?
fact that Chihiro first.
take me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
I'm trying to know if I shoot that at Chihiro or if I shoot the Chihiro one at before the
The
body.
victim was Chihiro.
There we go. Yes, because you said it before we found the body.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that.
Yeah, tell us, Big Mac.
Because
Tell
up
us all
until
about
we
your
actually discovered the
weird
body,
thinkings, Big
we
Mac.
couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
Why is that me? Why do other people do this as well? Oh, he's got something up his sleeve, doesn't he?
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
It's his overconfidence is clouding him. Possibly.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this
'Cause I'm the
case
main
and
character.
past genocide Jack
Yeah, but
incidents.
okay, outside of that, why is no one else
If you're
taking
looking
part in
for
this?
it, there.
She should help more. Because she seems to be more interested in making
Proof
sure
that
I
I'm
do
the
it.
culprit, you mean?
The difference between this case and the other genocide Jack murders. This proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? It's probably see what truth bullets we get, and then we'll see. Iridescent lamp, Celeste account, disappearing stain. What's Celeste account? Oh yeah, we're closed.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body. But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Yeah. Thus you have, you piece of shit. You used it as an extension cable for the lamp. Yeah.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because you see.
Think now, but like
that
if I
rope,
have the bullets or if I need
should
to like
say,
get the stuff from them,
that
shoot at
extension
them.
cord? What? An extension cord? Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
What's he gonna throw back at us this time?
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
You're gonna throw us back on the boy thing.
I
Right?
intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. I know his face looks pretty concerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Oh my god, is this someone else?
Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
What the hell? This guy's crazy, man. The scene of the crime.
I got it!
I got it. You were not
You
in
say
the
you
girls'
killed
locker room.
Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place
Yo,
somewhere
Byakuya's
else?
a badass. He's just like, fuck it. I
How
killed her. Yeah, sure, whatever.
disappointing.
Prove it.
What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
Dude, this guy.
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene?
Oh,
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying
oh, he's shaking. He's shaking.
I do.
The story suddenly moved to the crime scene. Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Oh, shit. Alright. Posters, tea stain, all of that. Alright, it's... one of them is that, and there's also this, so... I guess I'll pick one of the two. Let's go with that one first. Shift. Oh, right, okay. Okay, so we'll do that one first.
I got it.
I was like,
Proof
both
that
of them
she was
kind of
killed
prove it, but I
somewhere
guess...
else is
Yeah, I guess that other one doesn't prove it
hanging
unless you
in
back
each
it up
locker room.
with Sakura's
Your proof
thingy.
is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel.
Big boob supermodel.
Don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
Who would live in a
Those
house like
massive jugs
that?
of hers were totally fake.
All right, genocide Jill, calm
Meanwhile,
down.
The boys' locker room
Don't
had
don't judge, lest
poster
you
of
be
the
judged.
super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. but I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
Well, the stain was scrubbed away. It's that it was moved. Yes, let's do it. Let's go, boy. Got it. Let's go.
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away.
No, it was not.
In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpet was fixed too?
Protein coffee. Ugh.
Why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene
Just
from one locker room to the other.
Use milk.
It's certainly plausible.
Milk, girl.
Don't you
Damn,
think?
don't fucking coffee.
In other words, in order
Water
to
even.
completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body.
Protein
By
coffee.
doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that? Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Shit, I didn't even thought about that.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to slide your e-handbook across the card reader device.
Oh, I guess it would be the
Handbook
extra ones.
should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
No, this would be the what's the thing?
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Oh shit,
I highly doubt that.
he's coming in.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Oh my god. Stoner Weed Man is gonna help us out? This is some next level shit. Look in handbook. 2 locker room posters.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah, I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
Yeah.
Talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Which one do I want to shoot then?
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys?
Ah, I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
I'm gonna do the last one.
No, I don't think she used the thing. I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Right, yeah.
No, it's wrong.
I'm refuting him trying to help me.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Classic Weed Man. I'm glad when you
Actually,
get
the
to
rule
call him
states
that.
loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one.
The butt hash.
In other words,
Signal
you
that
could
butt
borrow
hash.
a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst. You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it then? Kyo was killed in the guild locker room and Byakuya's the one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
Wrong! Wrong, that's wrong!
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Oh, what? We can do that?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Oh boy. The whole class trial being put on hold. Adjoining door. I thought maybe there could be an adjoining door with the way the doors are placed. Yeah.
I've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully?
Oh, dude.
Like using our hands? No way!
Oh, I thought he was gonna get all creepy.
Probably
Like, as in, like,
don't
sexy
run my
creepy.
hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's
Oh, God.
not that I'm creeped out or anything. It's just
One second.
based on religious grounds, you know?
Temporary break.